What if I told you the last 3 hours before bed decide whether your body stores fat or burns it to heaven if you ate clean and trained hard all day? Most people obsess over breakfast, macros, or the next workout block, but they ignore the window that matters most. When you get those last hours wrong, you wake up puffy, snacky, and behind before the day even starts. When you get them right, you wake up flatter, calmer, and actually hungry for real food. Tonight, I'm going to show you exactly how to flip that switch. By the end, you'll have a simple night-off routine you can copy today. Plus, a 7-day ramp, so this becomes your new default without white-knuckling anything. Before we dive in, do me a quick favor, tap like, hit subscribe, and in the comments, tell me what time you usually finish dinner at 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'll reply with a quick plate idea that fits your time. Deal? Cool, let's go. Here's the truth. No one tells you. Your body isn't just a calculator. It's a clock. The daytime, your biology is geared for use energy. Move, think, digest, lift, live. At night, your biology shifts toward repair, reset hormones. Clean up cellular trash, stitch up muscle, consolidate memory. The problem is that modern nights send daytime signals. Late bites, bright screens, warm rooms, and mindless snacking confuse your system. Your brain gets party when your body wants repair. When those signals collide, insulin stays higher, sleep gets shallower, cravings get louder, and fat loss stalls, no matter how perfect your lunch looked. Let me paint 2 real evenings with the same person so you can feel the difference. Meet Alex. On Monday, dinner slides to 9:15. He eats, standing up, scrolls between bites. Comes back to the kitchen for just a little sweet, pours a drink to unwind, and falls asleep warm and full on the couch. He wakes up puffy, not hungry, already bargaining with himself about coffee and snacks. On Wednesday, he draws a line. Dinner at 6:45. He starts with protein and vegetables, adds a small portion of carbs at the end if he still wants them, takes a 10-minute walk, sips something warm, dims the lights, and sets the room a touch cooler. He sleeps deeper. He wakes up flatter. Same person, same total food across the day. The only difference is the last 3 hours. It's the night-off switch. The routine I'm about to give you is intentionally simple because simple wins at 9 p.m. after a long day. It has 3 core moves plus a few guardrails, so real life can't break it. First, finish earlier. Set a finish line 3 hours before bed. If you sleep at 10:30, last bite by 7:30. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is an automatic line most nights so your body stops digesting when it should be repairing. Second, walk after. As soon as you put the fork down, take a 10-minute stroll. Not a workout, just movement. Think of it like rinsing the sink after dinner. You're re-clearing out the leftover store, this message. So the night isn't fighting your last meal. Third, lights down in cool room. Bright overhead light says daytime, lamps say evening. Lower the brightness, lower the temperature a couple of degrees, and you've told your body it's safe to go into repair. Finish earlier, walk after, lights down, in cool room. That's the spine. Now, the moment you set a line, life tests it. So let's make this bulletproof. If dinner drifts late, don't panic. Shrink it. Keep protein and vegetables. Save the starch for tomorrow, or make it a small and dove meal portion. Still do the 10-minute walk. You will sleep better and wake steadier even after a late meal if you move a little. If cravings hit an hour after dinner, recognize that for what it usually is. A habit loop, not true hunger. Replace the loop. Give your hands a job and your brain a signal. Brew cinnamon or ginger tea. Peel an orange. Load the dishwasher and close the kitchen. Brush and floss early. Nothing kills a snack like minty teeth. If you're truly hungry because you underate earlier, have a small, protein-forward bite and stop. A few spoonfuls of plain Greek yogurt, a slice of turkey, a hard-boiled egg. Boring on purpose. Your brain decides very fast whether this was hunger or ritual. There are 2 quiet wreckers of the night-off routine that almost no one accounts for. Late caffeine and healthy dessert. Caffeine has a long tail. That 5 p.m. coffee is still in your system when you're trying to drift. Set a cutoff 8 hours before bed. Your sleep will improve, and your late-night willpower won't have to be a superhero. As for healthy dessert, honey-sweetened yogurt at 9:45 is still dessert at 9:45. If you want sweet, put it in the daylight where your body handles it better. Nights are for repair. What about training at night? Keep training. We're not taking away the thing that keeps you sane. We're just scripting the end. After an evening workout, build a leaner to lighter plate. Protein high to protect muscle, vegetables for volume, modest starch if you want it. Then the 10-minute walk, lights down, cool room. If you're ravenous post-workout, you underate earlier in the day. Push more protein to lunch and a small pre-training snack, so dinner dose and tea turn into a rescue mission. Shift work, parenting, and real-life chaos don't disqualify you. Move what you can. Eat your biggest meal earlier in the day when your body handles it better. Keep the finish line principle on the days you control. On the days you can't, anchor to things that always help. The 10-minute walk and the lights down. Even if that's all you do, you'll sleep deeper and wake steadier. This isn't all or nothing. It's always something. Food order matters more than people realize at night. Start dinner with protein and fiber. That combination calms hunger signals and slows the meal's impact. If you want carbs, put them at the end. Not because carbs are evil, but because sequence matters when your body sensitivity is lower. A simple plate that works. Half vegetables you actually like. A quarter protein you enjoy, and the remaining quarter reserved for starch only if you still want it after the first two. Then stand up, take the 10-minute walk, and you've just told your biology a completely different story than Netflix and Grey's. Tiny add-ons multiply the effect. A warm, non-caffeinated sip after dinner sends a we're done signal to your brain. Cinnamon, ginger, rooibos, or just hot water with lemon, whatever you'll actually drink. If you're a routine person, choose a single anchor that means kitchen closed, mugs rinsed and set upside down by the sink. Dishwasher on, phone docked away from the kitchen, so the more you script the end, the less you negotiate with yourself at 10 p.m. Let's map this over a week so you can see what better, not perfect looks like. Night 1. Set your finish line 3 hours before bed. Eat your normal dinner, but begin with protein and vegetables. Add a small serving of starch at the end if you still want it. Then take the 10-minute walk. Night 2. Same plan. Finish 10 minutes earlier than last night. Night 3. Keep the time. Tighten the boundary, no handfuls while cleaning up. No, just a taste during the show. Night 4. Push more protein to lunch so dinner isn't a rescue mission. Night 5. Pair kitchen closed with your ritual, lights down, warm sip, phone docked. Night 6. Make dinner lighter, soup and protein, and really enjoy the calm after. Night 7. Wake up and notice how your belly feels flatter, your cravings quieter, and your head clearer. You didn't starve. You changed the script. Here's a concrete evening you can steal. You plan to sleep at 10:30, so your finish line is 7:30. Dinner's at 6:45. You start with a big salad with olive oil and chicken, or salmon with roasted vegetables and a squeeze of lemon. If you still want it, you add a small scoop of rice or potatoes at the end. Plate down, shoes on, 10-minute walk, on the block, up and down the hallway, or on a treadmill at an easy pace. Back home, the kitchen is closed. You brew cinnamon tea, turn off the overheads, leave on a couple of lamps. Set the thermostat 2 degrees lower, do a few minutes of light stretching, and get into bed at a consistent time. That's it. Simple, repeatable, and absurdly effective. Let's troubleshoot the most common objections. What if I'm starving late? Eat more real food earlier. For most people, that means a better lunch, more protein, more fiber, so dinner isn't a frantic catch-up. If you're still hungry after your finish line, have a small protein lean bite and stop, then look upstream the next day. What about social nights? Enjoy them. When dinner runs late, keep the protein, load the vegetables, keep starch modest, walk 10 minutes after, keep lights low when you're home, get back to your finish line the next day. One late night doesn't break the pattern. Breaking the pattern breaks the pattern. Do I have to give up alcohol forever? No. Just recognize that it pushes fat burning back and fragments sleep. If you drink, do it earlier. Keep it small, and keep it occasional. Your mornings will thank you. There's a bonus move that makes this all easier. Match your mornings to your nights. 10 minutes of morning light outside, if you can, locks your internal clock in place. When your days start right, your nights end easier. You won't need as much willpower to respect the finish line. And that late caffeine I deserve it coffee becomes less tempting when your morning energy is steady. I want you to picture one simple image as you close the kitchen. A wall switch with two positions. Up is store, down is repair. Up means bright lights, mindless picking, warm room, drifting bedtime. Down means lamps, 10-minute walk, warm sip, cooler room, kitchen closed. You don't have to earn the switch with a perfect day. You can flip it tonight. Here's your challenge, and I want you to drop your commitment in the comments so I can hold you to it. Pick your finish line for the next 7 nights, 7 o'clock, 7:30, or 8 o'clock. Start dinner with protein and vegetables. Put carbs last only if you still want them. Take a 10-minute walk when you're done. Dim the lights, sip something warm, and cool the room. That's the whole plan. If you want a custom plate idea for your finish time, write the time in the comments, and I'll reply with a quick template you can use tonight. If this was the aha you needed, hit like. Make sure you're subscribed to From Heavy to Healthy Stout, and share this with someone who keeps saying they do everything right but can lose the belly. Your nights are not the problem, they're the opportunity. Flip the switch and let your body do what it's been trying to do all along.